We're all going to tap into our intuition because we all want a free trip to Spain. So here's the thing. We all hit these points in our lives where we have decisions on our plate. Shit's hitting the fan, or it's not, or it's just a regular day. But we have 3 stages that we all live in. We're either asleep, awake, or on fire. And if you're asleep, that means to say that you're not playing the game at all anymore. You might give up that hour or that day or that week or that year, but you're in that fetal position. Possibilities are not even an option because you can't even make a decision at that point. If possibilities are coming at you and you find yourself in that fetal position, something in your trust department is needing a little TLC. And then if you're on fire, you're more likely in control, got this, writing lists, making notes, taking charge, taking name, can't see the possibilities, I gotta get here, I'm on a road, I'm on a path, I'm gonna do this. You lost all the possibilities that might have just come your way, all the opportunity that could have been yours. But when you're awake and you're present and you're grounded and you're like, whatevs, yo, then shit changes. Shit comes your way. You get to go to Spain. So I had this opportunity years ago to ride a horse. And just so we're clear, horse is not my spirit animal. And I'm in Big Sky, Montana, blue sky, mountains, the river runs through it, Brad Pitt is nowhere to be seen, he's looking. And I'm on top of the horse, and I am freaking out on the inside. I mean, the horse is not even moving, and I'm freaking out already. And I'm just sitting there like, gut check, like, fuck, I'm on a horse. And I'm just in a corral. We're not moving, we're in a corral. I'm not going anywhere, I'm freaking out. And then the woman says, okay, we're gonna just like take a little walk. And as the horse begins to walk, I begin to tense. And what she forgot to tell me, in case anybody's ever been on a horse, is that's a signal for the horse to move faster. So now the horse is trotting. And now I'm fucking freaking out. And I'm squeezing even harder, and now the horse is fucking running. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. It's the end of my life. The end of the world is coming crashing down. I'm gonna die. And the woman yells, let go. And I go, I'm not letting go. Are you fucking kidding me? I'll die if I let go. And she yells, let go. And I'm like, it's so counterintuitive. I can't let go. And she says, let go. And so I started to. Because I really had no option. I was either going to die or have to let go. So as I let go, the horse went from that run down to the trot. That wasn't so scary, was it? Trot's not so scary after you've almost died. And then it went down to a walk as I let go further. And I released into it. And the walk was really not scary. Like, how fucked up was I getting scared about something so small? And then it stopped, bored, bent over, and ate some grass. You're awake when you're not scared. You're awake when you're not fucked up about what's coming. You're awake when you're not hiding from what's here. And that's where we want to get everybody to make those decisions, to get in touch with that spirit, to get to that space. And so this exercise that I have for you guys is going to be just so fun. You're going to love every minute of it. Because here's the thing. What happens when we're in the sleeping cocoon possum sort of phase of our lives, we're holding. We're fetal. Sometimes we might even be crossed up a little bit. Nothing can get to us. We're so protected. And it's not bad. These are like our coping skills. We're protected in these spaces. It's not bad. It's just where we go when we're in inclement weather and other things. And if you're in that tense, like horse riding, screaming on the top, you're also in this tense space. So we have to get the body moving. We have to get ourselves out of our heads and out of our way so that we can start getting connected to our spirit. So if everybody doesn't mind, we can or not put the hats on, but we do have birthday parties here, and I thought it would be fun if everybody could just stand up, put your hat on, and participate for the ladies. You guys are the super special group because they didn't get hats last night, y'all. So I want you to get a little comfy in your spot, because now that you've moved, now you can meditate. Because something that I think is so funny about the way we teach meditation right now, we think we hand it out like it's an organic mint, right? Like this is gonna fix everything, your breath, everything. Meditate. But you can't meditate. If you're asleep, you'll fall asleep. And if you're on fire, you're like, all the things you have to do, all the things that are in your way, nothing will shut it down. So now you've moved. You're out of your head. You're in your body. You're present. You're awake, maybe a little, drunk, hopefully. So now we're just going to take a little minute and close our eyes, get comfy, no palms up, no weird shit, do it your way. There's no wrong way to do this. And I just want you to get comfy in your chair, and let's take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And again, a deep breath in and out. What do you love? What do you love? What do you love? What's the most magnificent thing in your world? What do you love? What just gets you hot? What do you love? What do you love? What do you want? What do you want most? What do you love? What do you love? How does that feel? How does that love feel? What do you love? How does it feel to love that big? What do you want? What do you love? Breathe. What do you love? Wiggle your toes, maybe your nose. Pull your shoulders around. Embrace all that love. It's in you. You own it. It's yours. Slowly just open your eyes and feel your body and feel what it feels like to have that in you. What you love, what you want, and how you want it to feel. That's the cornerstone of your spirit. That's it right there in a nutshell. That's everything. And when you feel lost, when you feel like you just don't know where to go or where to tap in or where to touch, how to find it, how to uncover it, how to discover it, what this fucking thing is, what do you love? What do you want? And how do you want it to feel? Will change your life. So we're going to have an exercise again. Everybody has notebooks, and you don't need to pick them up yet. I just want you to listen, but know where your notebook is. Because we're going to write this down, what you want, what you love, and how you want to feel. Because it's the beginning of that manifestation of those things. It's the change that all of us are here for. I mean, you don't just show up because your friend invited you to a birthday party. It's not coincidence. You don't just show up because you know me. It's not coincidence. You show up because something inside of you said, yeah, I want something. I want something. I want words to it. I want to discover my inner GPS, whatever that is. I want to be psychic. I don't know. I want something. So let's get into that. What do you want? There's two wants in my book. There's the big want and the little want. And the big want, it sounds like, I want forgiveness. I want big love. I want to trust myself. I want to feel worth it. And then there's a little ask. I want Christian Louboutins and a handbag. I want a big house with a fucking swimming pool in Spain. I want a vacation on an amazing beach in paradise. But the little asks, in my opinion, are as important because they connect to the big ask. Because the little ask, let's say you're the handbag and shoes, you might actually be saying, I want to be recognized. I want to feel like I fit in. I want to feel like I'm enough. And that handbag and those shoes might give you the edge to make you feel better about yourself. And if you want the big house with a swimming pool, you might actually be saying, I want to feel secure in my life. I want to feel like I can do and be anything I want. I want to feel like I have enough money to go to the grocery store and swim in my pool. And if you're somebody who wants the vacation, you might actually be saying, I want freedom. I want freedom. Those are the big asks, but they always connect to the little asks, so it's important. So if I say little ask, don't shun it. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing because it's clues. Because if you're sitting here going, I don't know what I want, I don't care, the little ask might help you. And then there's, what do you love? What do you love? What do you love will light you up. If you're in that possum place, if you're in that sleeping space, this is your exercise every morning. When you wake up and you say, shit, I don't know if I can get through my day, what do you love? How do you want to start it? What do you love? And if you're somebody who's constantly in control and your head won't turn off at night and you keep writing lists in your head while you're not sleeping, what do you love? And it'll just jumpstart the spirit. Because what you love is so important because we spend so much time in what we don't like, what we don't have, what we don't want. But when we spend time in what we love, we no longer are living in lack, but rather in abundance. Suddenly we're so aware of what we have and not so busy comparing ourselves to what we don't have. So what do you love? And then how do you want it to feel? Because this one I love because we talk about lists. We can list off what we want because that's easy-ish. And we can list what we love because that too is easy-ish. But how do you want it to feel is actually a clue that you might already have it. And I know this because as I was writing this whole series, I was like, I should probably apply my own medicine. And so I did. And I looked at it, and one of my big words is freedom. And so I looked down freedom, and I was like, I have arrived, and I have not given myself credit yet. So I took some time, and I credited myself that, because for me, I wanted to put all the groceries in my cart at the grocery store and not be worried about it. That was freedom. I wanted to be able to go on a vacation and not worry about money. That was freedom. I wanted to be able to put on a night like tonight and not worry about the consequences or the financials of it, and just do it and put myself out there. That's freedom. Fucking arrived. I better come up with a new plan, right? So what do you want it to feel like? And then the last, because you have to be a detective, because we still have that like New York mom who's gonna show up every time we want something and kind of try to knock us down. So if you find that you're shoulding or supposed toing or putting yourself in a category that you don't belong, I'm not good enough, I don't have the education, there's not enough money, there's not enough time, just skip it for tonight. Let's take a break. Let's just go for the big, crazy want. Let's go for the impossible, you think it's not possible want, because maybe there's a clue there. Maybe there's something to it. Maybe you actually really do want that big, giant thing. 3 years ago, I was sitting in an audience just like you guys, and I saw a woman just like me up on the stage, and I said to myself, that's what I want. And for the first time in my life, the match was lit. And everywhere I went, I was like, I just want to speak and write a book. That's all I want now. And so here I am. I didn't know how. Fuck how. How we'll find out. Because want will always push through to the how. Just get to the want. So for the next few minutes, just take some time and write it down and spend some time with yourself and getting to know what you want, what you love, and how it feels. In my mind, this works best when we share it. And I don't mean you have to all share out loud, but share with a neighbor next to you. Share with somebody maybe that you didn't come with or somebody that you're not as connected with in your team of people. Share it with somebody. Either the want or the love or the feel, whichever one really kind of sprung out to you as like the main purpose, the main reason you accidentally showed up here.